Hello, everyone, and welcome back after an exciting conclusion to the round of 32 in the US World Cup 2023. The very first weekend is just about over, save for the Mappool showcase for next weekend, the round of 16. We're going to be stepping up the difficulty in the Mappool this weekend with a pool that is going to challenge the players a little bit more after the round of 32's relatively easy Mappool compared to the qualifiers. I'm Dio. I'm here with, once again, two of the Mappoolers, Shiv and Dada, alongside fellow commentator Fiery Rage for some React casting. Welcome.
Hello, I'm XQC.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Mappool Showcase. Hope you guys enjoyed round 32 and hope you guys are excited to see what we have in store for round of 16.
What he said.
All right. With no further ado, let's get into the very first map of the round of 16. It is, of course, Nomad 1. And it will be an AIM map, but there's a little bit of a caveat to that. It's Necrogoblicon's Mold, a Spider on the Wind difficulty mapped by Ice Cult for the round of 16 Nomad 1.
Yeah, so this is going to be mode. Yeah, this is going to be a map with some flow aim streams. So it's going to be kind of mixed consistency type of bag. So we'll see how people do on this map.
Yeah, this is a ranked map. This has been ranked for about, I think, 2 years maybe. And it's made by Oscult. It's a pretty consistent aim map with a spike in streaming difficulty near the end, which many people will see in the leaderboards and in matches where people will get messed up by the depth stream near the end. But it's overall pretty consistent, and it's a very Ice Cult map. If you've ever played any Ice Cult maps, you know what I mean. Like, it has these very interesting flow elements and these weird sliders that aren't really weird, but they look a little bit off. Like, he's a very unique slider creator, that Ice Cult. What do you think, Barry?
I do remember seeing this map, I believe, in the ranked section 3 years ago. I think that's when it got ranked, at least. Somewhere around that. I've never personally played it. I assumed it was a stream map, and I'm not entirely wrong, I suppose, but
yeah,
it seems to be a mostly straightforward aim map with those streams in mind.
Yeah, it's like kind of just like this mixed consistency bag that we were looking for, where it's, you know, has your aim, has your streams, and kind of like this variable flow. Stamina isn't too intensive. It's only 185 BPM, which is definitely very low compared to your traditional Nomad 2s at this like SR, like these stream maps. But still does have a bit of stream intensity, so that was the point of the pick.
That spacing gets kind of wild there.
Don't worry, it gets worse. Worse as
Oh,
in better.
yes!
Like, worse as in the spacing gets worse.
I also just realized 7-star Nomad 1, so that actually means this is going to be a pretty decently hard pool in comparison to what we saw in round of 32.
I will say, the Nomad 1s are definitely a little harder. Like, they used to be kind of like by far the easiest map in the pool, but with the copious amount of aim test players and poolers, the aim slots are definitely a little harder than average.
God bless. Nomad 1 has been RNG for too long.
Actually,
time for some actual aim maps. Thank you.
Any Nomad 1 is RNG, from 4 stars to 8 stars. You miss, you're like, oh, why did I miss there? That's not where I needed to miss.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you guys are ready for Scott?
Yeah. Hope you're ready for this specific section where the depth stream really goes in.
That's really the killer section of the map, I think.
Yeah, it's the last guy.
I don't know if I should be looking forward to it or not.
Yeah, you got a Woody now.
That's
That
true.
is true. That's true, actually.
Yeah, not much else to really say. I think this will really benefit some players, you know, who can just play multi-skill set.
There we go.
Got your sidetrack day section. Got your glory day section.
And another one.
That's not that bad. I was expecting like huge spacing on this.
Yeah, the spacing is really condensed. So I mean, the ending gets a little hard, but this is the ending of the map.
Okay, yeah, that's where it kind of gets a bit wacky, but
Anyways, on to Nomad 2.
Yeah, this is going to be your Nomad 2 from round of 16. It's Jerry Beans by Mystica, mapped by Saika OK1, the Bean Boozled difficulty. A little bit different different from your typical No Mod 2. Kevin, you want to talk about it?
Some people know how much I love this map, and this is going to be some stream tech No Mod 2. Kind of got this cut stream, techie type of style map that has, you know, both flow and a little bit of slider control. So we'll see how players do.
Thank you. Thank you, actually.
This is actually like
Yeah.
compared to the No Mod 1, which has like very traditional streams. This one is very tech in comparison. So also, I don't know why Genshin is in the background, but I guess it's there. So if you like Genshin Impact, congratulations.
Like, I think JBean's a very good example of a map that, you know, in traditional sub pooling, it finds a hard place to be in a No Mod pool. People just say it's, oh, you know, it's like not enough side attack for a No Mod 4 and way too much flow. So, but with this new structure, you know, it can actually fit in this type of stuff besides like defaulting it towards like a hidden 3 slot.
Yeah, in a traditional slot pool, this would always basically end up on Hidden because, you know, Hidden doesn't have the fixed slots that traditional No Mod pools have. Yeah, now it's a No Mod, so you can miss cut streams while seeing them.
Like a good amount of people that say I sound like Idkey, like there's no way, right? Like I keep noticing
I can
this.
kind of see where they're coming from. Like, it very slightly. Not really, though.
I have no comment on that matter.
Yeah, no comment. Yeah, this is definitely way techier of stream map than you would usually see in No Mod 2. I think it balances out pretty well. There's some other places where you'll find your stamina, for example, which would usually be in this slot elsewhere in the map pool.
For sure.
Also, it's a pretty short map. It's only... Well, while it's technically 2 minutes 51, I believe it starts a little bit later. Like, there's a little bit like a 10-second intro, I think.
This looks like it's going to be my favorite map in the pool.
Oh, like you are not ready for the rest of the maps afterwards. This, I think you specifically, I already said this, but there's a lot of maps that you will enjoy. We'll see.
And some maps that you'll hate. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll hate the entire DT pool. Don't worry, it'll offset.
Also, these like Z kind of patterns where there's like one circle and then a stack of 3, and then another circle, and it's all like a cut stream. Like, those are pretty tricky.
Thank you to Tsuragi for the replays, by the way. Really helpful on both No 1, No Mod 2, and onto No Mod 3, which I think he also did.
Yeah,
And-
this is going to be our first custom of the map pool. It's Cycle by 04 Limited Sazabis, mapped by Moth for the round of 16 No Mod 3 slot this year.
Hey guys, it's a Moth map.
Yeah,
I'm a
everyone's
big
favorite
fan.
alt mapper. He's back, and we have Psycho.
I think people are familiar with this artist. This artist has a couple of ranked songs, and people kind of enjoy that. But people are familiar with Moth Mass as well, and this one is very similar to a lot of them. Like, he just has a style, and people like that style, and it's here.
I'm so happy to see Moth mapping a No Mod 3 this early on.
He's back, man.
These are like
Yeah.
almost always some of my favorite maps to play. World Cup, anytime Moth makes an alt map, it's just always so fun.
That's what we want. So, for a lot of times, we just like try to take things in a different direction to make it more fun. The things that are still fun for like most people, we try to keep it mostly the same because essentially, just fun is basically the #1 priority. Yeah, there's not much to really say about this. It is also on the shorter side of the pool. It's below 3 minutes, 2 minutes 40. This one has no intro though.
For sure. Oh, we got over like topping as well, some quads. But besides that, it's just the average alt map, you know, like.
I think this is like during the majority of the map, this is pretty snap aim focused, but then you get this diff spike section or like some of the sections during the ki times that are really flow aim focused. So I think instead of like switching back and forth in the same pattern.
Just
That was some stinky
pattern.
cheese.
that?
That was some stinky cheese.
You could not even try and wiggle that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I was gonna say, instead of like kind of swapping back and forth between flow aim and snap aim in the same exact pattern or in the same sequence, this map kind of more like segments them into different parts of the map, if that makes sense. So you can kind of focus in on either snap or flow depending on the section, but you do still have to be good at both of them on alt maps.
Also, here's the world's
Slider break
saddest
again.
slider break. And the world's saddest
Oh?
misses.
That's
That's
Nomad 3, and
unfortunate.
on to Nomad 4. Your favorite tech map is going to be making a reappearance, as everyone knows. Got some slider tech for you guys.
This is some
Definitely
great slider
slider
tech.
tech.
Oh my
Wait
god.
a second.
Wait,
This isn't
Oh,
slider
this
tech.
is not looking like slider tech at all, actually.
Yeah.
No, I see some
Sunkissed
sliders.
drop. Sunkissed drop
Put the wrong map
Jinside.
in.
Yeah, Sunkissed drop Jinside by Jin with Allison. Mapped by Scub Domino is actually the mapper here. Bracket Kaching Bracket is also known as Scub Domino. Anyone like overlaps? I like overlaps.
I like reading.
We got
like
some reading.
snapping.
And a little bit of aim as well, to be honest. This balances out. You know, Nomad Pool had actually a lot of flow in, but we have like this kind of raw aim, ARA overlap type of skill set with Nomad 4.
I cannot count on my hands how many times this has been in a tournament map pool.
It's
This has
all
almost
been
always been
Chiv's
a hidden
fault.
map.
It's always been Chiv's fault.
This map is sick!
It is.
I'm not denying that. It's just I'm playing this so much.
Also, this is like legitimately on the shorter side of the pool if you look at the length. Like this is almost TV size for all of you ADHD and TikTok brain fanatics. Cute 3-2-1 sliders. You can't even make them out too well because of they're like very tiny, but they're cute.
And yeah, it's gonna be a reading kind of gimmicky type of style map for Nomad 4. All right, on to Hidden 1.
On to Hidden 1. This one is actually mostly going to follow what we expect from Hidden 1. It's Between Heaven and Earth by Yosuke Kinoshita, mapped by Saros, another custom map for the OWC 2023 round of 16 map pool.
You have to say that Saros kind of sort of collabed with Arsalan by the end of this map.
So like
So
with this map, I think it's really cool. It's almost like kind of like a mini tiebreak. You know, you expect this type of song and map style to be like a tiebreaker, but it's only 2 minutes long, and it's kind of got this high density type of aim with a lot of pattern out as well. So kind of like a blend in for this like flow and snap sections, which make this map really cool for Hidden.
yeah, and there's a lot of I think what people will find a little bit hard in this map is it's the speed of the actual like aim itself combined with the surprise 1-3 cut streams. Like a lot of times there's just some 1-3 cut streams or some like triple that's in the middle, and that'll mess people up a little bit. And also like this is AR 9.2 on 240 BPM. It's not your average density. It's a lot denser than it should be for most kinds of maps. So that would be that would be tough as well.
Yeah, this is probably, I would say, the hardest map in the pool, kind of following tradition, with the last Hidden ones also being really hard for no apparent reason. This and probably
Oh my
Nomad
God.
3. Yeah.
Those kick sliders look brutal to play in these linear patterns.
Yeah. No,
What was the process like for this? Because I remember playtesting this early on when the map was like still kind of in development, and parts of it felt really easy. So how's the
It's
development
very
for
hard
this?
now.
Yeah,
We buffed all
it
the
looks
patterns,
hard,
yeah.
especially
It got
some of the
buffed,
patterns near the end. It definitely got
and
buffed.
this was originally in quarterfinals. It was originally in Nomad 1, and then we changed it around. And this map is a complicated history, but I think it ended up pretty good.
Yeah, it looks really, really good now, and definitely definitely void of the balancing issues that I thought it had like months and months ago early on in the process. It looks really, really good now. So shout outs to Saros for making all the fixes and putting the map together.
Sure. I do like this like type of like mini tiebreaker aesthetic. I think it's really cool. Like this is like some boss music, dude.
It's from Fire Emblem, I think.
Oh, that slider break.
What is that slider break?
Nah, that's actually the saddest slider break. Wow. That's really rough. Well, Hidden 1, you said, was a relatively hard map. Let's get on to the Hidden 2.
Hard map.
Oh.
Yeah. Taina Toke Toshi Oruroi.
Just call it Kon King Kon.
Yeah, Kon King Kon by Yosei Teikoku. Mapped by Isamir D'Angelo for this round in the Hidden 2 slot. AR8 rating.
As you can see.
Yeah. We got some, I would say this is, like mixed consistency area. It has a lot of things. So the difference between this and Nomad 4 is like, besides aim, there's a lot of flow as well for, an area map. This is also the hardest map in the pool. This might be the hardest one.
These types of linear streams into the linear angled 1/3 with cuts onto the sliders afterwards are really, really hard. And this map's also 4 minutes. So it's consistency on top of the relatively difficult patterns that find their way into this one.
So this is full of streams that are just uncanny enough for you to miss, as well as some tricky reading patterns and also some very like wide-angled, sort of like snappy, awkward aim type of like area aim. So I think some people, not a lot of people, but some people will find this easier than last week just because they're not forced to like play flow aim for essentially 2 minutes and change. But this has like so much more to test, and it's going to be really interesting to see how people do on it.
For sure. And yeah, I think that, you gotta be, that pattern is so hard. That, whatever that linear into square, like that might be the hardest part in the map.
Someone get this man a +4 on the offset.
What are your thoughts on like flow aim hybrid alt tech low AR reading stuff versus kind of like pattern based awkward aim weird stream style stuff like this Fiery? Because I think a lot of people have really different opinions on what they like to see in World Cups, and there's always this discussion around whether Hidden 2 should be awkward aim and kind of stuff like this, or whether it should be more like really, really wacky patterns as we get into some really difficult streams and space triples in this section, by the way.
Yeah, no, I think flow aim is harder on Hidden, just in my opinion. Obviously, other people don't really share that same opinion, but if you're gonna go a route to test low AR reading, this is probably the best way to go about it, in my opinion.
At Dada, have you pulled good music?
This isn't good music? What?
The funniest comments ever.
I love people just coming in chat and just being like, just typing nonsense. It's my favorite. By the way, like I have to explain this to all of you who keep memeing this. Slots are dead doesn't mean that everything will be outside of the slot pulling archetype. Slots are dead means the necessity to conform to that archetype is over. Like we're not gonna sit here every week and like just essentially give you maps that are the same map with a fresh coat of paint and a harder star rate. That's what it means.
Yeah, that part's pretty hard, by the way.
There's a lot of linear jumps in this part, actually.
Nice play by Gaby, by the way. Thank you for the replay. 1 million, actually. That's a good replay. This map is not easy.
Yeah, this is a really tough map. Very good replay. All right, that's going to bring us out of the hidden pool. Same hidden pool size as last week. Onto the Hard Rock pool for, obviously staple Hard Rock aim consistency map. Coffins by Pegboard Nerves and Mr. Wives. Mapped by Neil Perry and LCFC. Absolutely, a typical Skystar aim consistency map, right, guys?
I hate this map.
We got some
Good.
slider aim. And this is going to be filling out the rest of the tech skill set after you have, flow aim in Nomad 2 for flow tech. So you got some slider control.
Let the hate flow through you. What do you hate about this map? Tell me right now.
You want me to be honest?
Yes?
It's because it's mapped by Neil Perry.
Neil Perry, listen, Neil Perry was the start. Like,
It was the start of the end.
we've gotten so much further down the rabbit hole after Neil Perry that I honestly miss him.
But yeah, this is just, your average kind of like, almost like a light tech, aim tech map. And yeah, the slider control, a little bit of flow as well with that, but it's majority slider control you see in this KI.
Also, if you're asking for different tech maps, here's a very different tech map, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, so people complained about not enough tech last week, so we do have kind of, 2 dedicated tech picks, and that was what we ended up with.
You've got kind of stream tech in the Nomad pool, aim tech in the Hard Rock pool. So 2 completely different styles of tech map in different mod pools, but kind of balancing out a little bit.
HR1
with
equals
each other.
HR4? What?
Some people are just
HR4.
like this is why slots are dead, guys. Like you cannot be going with HR4 as a
HR4
dedicated
is
slot. Like that
crazy.
just does not exist even in normal meta pools, bro. That's just not even a dedicated slot in normal pools. What are we cooking in chat right now?
It's okay. Thank you to Wix for the replay though, by the way. Thank you to Librarian. Good score.
Yeah. Like, is this the one where something happens in the end, or is that another one?
That was... I'm
that
pretty sure it was like the
pool
qualifiers Hard Rock too.
Yeah, no, okay. Also, yeah, this is kind of YouTube intro music. Also, I apologize for any noise that might be happening in the background. Apparently, the sky has just decided to fall, essentially, and it's pouring outside.
Welcome to Brazil. Yeah, not much else different in this part of the map. It's still more slider aim, more buzz sliders, more slider triples, and pretty normal stream shapes in this map. Overall, it really is just entirely a focus on slider aim and jump aim.
It has a couple of like more awkward bursts, and a couple of like 1-4 like cuts, but it's very normal in the stream tech department. It's just like the sliders are very tech. I don't know how else to describe
Very
it.
tech. Good description.
Very nice, very nice.
Blue Zenith, when you see it, is not very happy right now.
All right, on to Hard Rock 2, and what is definitely my favorite map in the pool, World's End Valentine by Pedro Silva, mapped by Mordred for the round of 16 pool of this OWC. It's the precision Hard Rock pick, and it's got a bunch of different skill sets in it. This is primarily flow aim, but really, really fun to play and varied in how it presents difficulty in the map.
Sure.
Shoutouts to everybody who loves Omori in the background and in the song, I guess. because also,
Kind of have like this, I want to say like flow precision, has extreme precision on 6.5 to round out the pool, on the Hard Rock being very snappy and heavy.
this is like a faster version of, if you remember last year's, what's the name of the artist again? Spongle? That kind
Levitation
of map?
Nation.
Yeah, Levitation Nation. This is a faster version of that kind of skill set. So it's like 160, 162, I believe. And just very, like, very streamy, a little bit spaced, and with some aim near the middle and the ending specifically.
I'm noticing a lot of flow aim overall in this pool, actually.
I think that ends. But like, this is the final flow aim map.
This is
Yeah, I
so
don't think there's
sad.
any more flow after. Primo 1, not really that much flow. DT3 some flow.
not really.
Is it flow that I can play?
That's
No,
no,
maybe with the
no.
booting. Maybe with the booting.
It's not even with the looting. I think that's like.
I don't even think
50
that's
BPM.
flow. I think you're capping.
I think it's not flow. I think it's just. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, this map is also really short. Honestly, pool length is definitely a little shorter than last week. But the customs being around 2 minutes long.
Good.
It's a welcome
Apparently-
change
apparently-
for Doomy, I'd
Yeah.
imagine.
Apparently, people thought Fremod 1 into Fremod 2 was some type of like troll where we made people wait for 10 minutes for the next map. No, that's just what happens when people choose songs to map.
Yep.
Sometimes
Alright,
it's in the
on
longer
to
side.
DT1. Favorite speed map coming up.
Favorite speed
Maybe
map that's
Kickstart
definitely
my heart.
definitely got a
Favorite
lot of
speed map,
bursts
yeah.
in "Kickstart My Heart" by Motley Crue.
Got your
This is in
raw
the
aim,
pool?
Shout
raw
outs
aim
to
270
all-
BPM jumps. Almost no tapping, and it's gonna be replicant of the qualifiers DT1. But this spacing on this map is way higher.
Shout
A
outs
couple
to-
triples.
Shout outs to all of your fathers and like
How long
everybody.
did it take you to time this?
I
Oh, this is
didn't.
a
It's not
graveyard
custom. It's a graveyard map.
This is a graveyard. Okay.
Yeah.
We might have to check the timing.
Honestly,
Mhm.
it felt okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout outs to everybody's dad. Everybody over the age of 40 has listened to this song for a while at least. I think that's like 3 people that are watching this stream, tops, but yeah. It's aim. It's fast aim. So
But yeah, this is meant, there was a little bit of tapping complaint about the round 32 DT1. So this map has, triples and nothing else. I'm pretty sure, anyone that can play the qualified DT1 will have a really easy time on this. Honestly, one thing is that although, I would say, I said the angles are a lot wider, like the jump density is actually a lot more sparse. So like with the DT1 and qualified, it's kind of like non-stop. This one, it's like almost like 5 pattern notes and then you get like a slider break. Well, a break that's a slider.
a slider break is crazy.
my bad.
Also, yeah, the metadata will need to be fixed. It's Motley Crue with a
Yeah,
U.
I was
and
gonna fix
with
it after.
the umlauts.
We need a proper
Yeah.
diff name for this.
This exists already.
I need
I need to
fish.
fish
What?
twice a year.
What?
What?
Okay. What?
Me too.
Anyway, one thing about this map to note: this is 7.1 local, 7.0 online star rating. So this gets nerfed, kind of as expected for basic aim maps. So online star rating kind of lying to you a little bit in terms of overall aim difficulty on this map. I think it's mostly accepted that the aim nerf is somewhat unjustified for certain aim maps, stuff that's pure aim, for example, like this.
I still don't get the Wix comment. What happened?
Nobody does.
No one knows. We just don't know.
Teach man, give man fish, eat today. Teach man fish, eat lifetime.
You doing okay, man?
It's just a minor.
Okay,
Also,
look
this
at the
part-
ending.
Yeah,
Timing is a little hard to get
Yeah.
because of the slowdown.
if there's any part that needs more timing, is that part. But that part already has 60 red lines.
All right. That's going to bring us very shortly to DT2. There we go. There we go.
All right.
Now we can move on
DT2.
to Double Time 2. This is another custom for the pool mapped by Selena. The song name is literally Unfinished by Kotoko. 219 BPM, finger control, stamina, hybrid DT.
This
Coco
is
Joyer's eating good tonight.
yeah. This is a song from Excel World, and the initial proposal of this song and like the final product, like I would never have expected a map to look like to explore this type of like
Uh,
this
talking
type
about, like,
of
yeah.
skill set in this song.
We're talking about maps, that had to go under a lot of like fixes just to make it more balanced in the pool. I think this map actually, when it got finished, like there were almost no changes. Like it was just ready to go. And he did a really cool job of like these kind of like doubles you see. So it makes it a little more intuitive, and there is, yeah, a little bit of aim. But yeah,
A lot of finger control.
a lot of finger control.
I really don't think there's like any streamer that really gets bad for aiming. It's just really like very small space streams and like double squads, even numbered stuff, which is challenging. Like this map will burn through your stamina like I guess a knife through hot butter. Or a hot knife through butter. Oops.
Alright, thank you to Selena for the map, and thank you to Jackson for the replay. Mr. American Street himself is back to help with OWC.
This is so active, man. Like, there's so many doubles, so many quads.
The focus on finger control, in addition to all the bursts and streams, just makes this way harder. Like, when you have to constantly be on the lookout for just normal 1-4 quads and doubles, all while playing some of these longer 16+ note, or 33 note in that case, streams, it just drains stamina way faster than just
Sorry,
pure
hold
streams.
on. I have to. I'm getting one guide. I see in the chat. Why is this pool is for 5-digit players? Maybe like 5-digit IQ, like 5-digit like BPM to stream. Like this is the BPM that they can stream, because Jesus Christ, if you're getting 7-star pools for 5-digit players, there's either something wrong with your pools or your players. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Like, what kind of crack are you feeding these people?
Ignore the D rankers, Dada. We don't need to acknowledge the D rankers in the 5-digit scene. We can move on to DT3 and OWC instead.
DT3.
We only have top 5K players here. We don't need to acknowledge the D rankers. Definitely
Another
not one
custom?
on Argentina. Yamamoto Mineko Presea.
Who is doubles in?
Presea? Yeah, who is doubles in actually? That's a good
That's
question.
Nissan, I think.
Oh, cool. This is a custom map by Shirelia for this pool. 264 BPM and AR10 basically bursts. It's bursts.
It's listen.
Yeah.
It's really dense. Like everything is active. There's a bunch of quints. You're gonna toast your fingers on this map. That's all I can say.
This is some demon shred. Like, this map is really hard. But yeah, it is an Avia song. Really happy with the song choice that he gave. I think this is one of my favorite songs in the pool in terms of customs. Nice addition.
You said this was flow aim?
I think he was capping. I think
No, I
he was
think-
capping a little bit on this.
I think he remembered that there's like quints in this map, and he's like,
5 notes. That's some flow. That's some flow.
It's five notes! The flow is there, guys!
Yo, fun fact,
flow is
there's 0 7-note bursts in this map, and a single 9-note burst near the end of the map. That's it. Everything else is triple quint.
I mean, last I heard, 9-note burst makes it like impossible to tap. Is that right,
true.
Trev?
Death speed.
Oh, like, you already know my opinion on that. That's some death speed. Death speed is actually a crazy term.
Death speed.
Death speed.
Demon.
Mappool death speed, 9-note burst, unplayable.
Also, yeah, I don't know what this background is, but it's some like we have Sagiri at home. That's what it reminds me of.
Where did he go?
There's actually no
Don't
way.
necessarily think
Oh my god.
that character in the background is 12, but you do you. man.
Okay,
You do
listen,
man.
you see what I mean, though, right?
No, I don't. I don't actually.
I see the
Oh,
color
okay.
scheme. I
Big
see the color
motif,
scheme.
gray hair.
Yeah, I see the
long
color
gray
scheme.
hair. Yeah,
Yeah, I see the color scheme. I see nothing else though.
I
That's
don't know, man.
we got Isekai Sagiri, I guess. I don't know. Whatever, man. I see the slimes and the staff in the
Yeah,
background.
let's
surely.
not talk about it.
Oh, the
I don't know,
sound is
if
so
you-
happy, actually. Huh?
This is the Curtis map, no? Like this is the
Yeah,
Curtis
no,
map.
this is
for
the
pool.
Curtis map.
He can play this. Like,
Every pool has one Badu map and one Curtis map. This one is the Curtis map.
That's one way of putting it. Alright, where's the 9-note? I forget exactly where it is. It's somewhere near the end here. Ah, there it
There
is.
it is.
Mappool Death Speed. What can I say?
Yes, this map is just impossible. Sorry, guys. Back it up.
Yeah.
And with that coming to a close, we're going into the free mod pool. So this first free mod map, we have to keep quiet a little bit because this is the first and only Osu original in this pool. The first custom song, it's Toromaru, Ebb Tide.
Yeah, and that is going to be the OS original for this week. It's going to be a map made by CaliCube. Thank you to Toromaro for the song, and thank you for the background also made by Amphi. Not Amphi, but Amphi, which is a photographer actually. And thank you to K2 for editing the background to have, those fancy graphics afterwards. Really cool project.
And thank you to Gaby also, or Gunjika for...
Gonjika!
Much appreciated to everyone involved with that project. And that'll take us into Free Mod 2, which obviously is your CS5 AR8 map. Wait, it's CS4 AR9? What's
it's
going on
map?
in the Free Mod pool, guys? It's
this early
Thought
on?
Crime by
Okay.
Yorushka.
Got some aim. We needed some Yorushika at OWC as always, and this is what we have. Gonna be the awkward aim pool, to round out, honestly the pool is lacking some dedicated aim, and this is kind of what we had for it.
This is crazy. I see in chat, I love this map, followed by I hate this set. That's some crazy like duality of man stuff.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see this early on. I thought this was too hard for the pool. I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's high or low 7-star DT1 pure aim. Mold is in this pool as well, so this is kind of matching the like pure aim requirement of both of those on Hard Rock, but big density requirement on Hidden. Not quite a reading map though, because we already have 2 of those. We have one in No Mod and one in Hidden. We don't need a third one in Free Mod. At least not in this slot. You never know about Free Mod 3.
I think a lot of people actually prefer to play this Hard Rock. Right? Like, it just makes the map a lot easier to read, easier to snap to, and probably more consistent for a lot of people. But for those hidden warriors out there, yeah, good luck. And if you see this, I'll give you like a cookie, imaginary cookie.
Yeah, I think Hard Rock has been like overall the meta for free mod in open rank for a while now, just because approach rate creep is a real thing in this game. So many no mod maps are higher AR9, like AR 9.7 plus, and DT approach creep has been a thing for a while now as well. So players in general are, I think, far more comfortable with AR10 than they are with AR9 flat, even with the increased circle size and overall difficulty of the map.
Also, we have to mention that Shiv is like the world's fiercest Hiroshika warrior.
Lovely band. But yeah, like this is like kind of what rounds out the pool, right? Like you just think about it, you have your high BPM hidden one, have your aim tech hard dark one, have like a streamy-ish aim pick no mod one. So you kind of have like this, regular awkward aim at a conventional BPM, and pretty balanced on both mods. Actually, extremely balanced. It might be easy on hard rock, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of demon on hidden.
While we're here, and the map continues with the same sorts of patterning, so we don't need to repeat ourselves. Want to mention, because we forgot to mention it during the end of the Toromaru song, that Toromaru is also responsible for 5 separate songs this year as OS originals, one for each different modes World Cup. So one in Taiko, one in Catch, one in the OS World Cup, of course, that we just saw, and one for 4K Mania and one for 7K Mania. So big shouts to Toromaru putting up 5 different OS originals this year for each individual World Cup. Go check those songs out from Toromaru.
This is my favorite part of the song. It's
anybody ready for the stream? Stream's coming up right now, though.
Yeah, and then it's followed up by the worst part, which is this.
Kamino Kotaba section.
Kamino Kotaba, oh my god.
Into the dev stream.
Impossible to hit.
The dev stream in question, 32 notes.
It's impossible.
Not even, maybe 16.
It's impossible.
Yeah, I was like 24 notes. We're chilling.
Whenever I see like the Kamino Kotaba pattern, like that's such a bad chess moment. I don't know. Like it's just like
ever again.
It's like no, come on. It's like ironic. Like oh my god, guys, look, soy jack, soy chip. It's so like people are like they're way too horny for that map. I don't know.
It's really funny. Okay, that does it for the aim free mod, and now. It's still not a reading map in free mod.
Guys,
You're
is
not
the song
going to
bugged?
see any reading.
I
think this is the wrong.
Oh no, it is.
Is this
the
the wrong
song. It is the intro.
Oh no, this is just the intro. Okay.
It is the intro. Yeah, I forgot about this song.
Person who's never not pressed spacebar.
I always press spacebar. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is the start of the song? We got some break horse speed to round out the pool. Free mod speed is back for this pool, as there's gonna be some density AR 9.2, 240 DPM burst speed. Fergus is back. It's not a custom though, but we love Fergus here.
I believe this map was a custom for something else.
Yeah, this was originally for Badley Wood Cup, I believe. I was looking at the description. Yeah, yes. Badley Wood Cup earlier this year.
That's a Chinese tournament, I believe.
Yeah, shout out to my friend that hosts Badley Wood Cup, FC Easy. I think that guy makes some of the highest quality tournaments right now. And this is no exception. Like, his customs are so unbelievably good, and this is one of them. Me when I steal 20 Badley Wood Cup maps in for my tournaments. But yeah. Not much to really say. Rounds at the pool. Have this, you know, like this mid-range BPM testing map. So you have like a 220 topping pick in DT with a 264. And you have a 240 pick to round out as well.
Yeah,
No mod 5 map in free mod 3 is crazy. Like this already was happening last year.
People are just behind. But can you give us this map specs without Hard Rock?
Yes, this is 7.1 stars without Hard Rock, 240 BPM, CS 3.7, AR 9.2, and OD 9.1. So you do have a relatively forgiving OD, but at 240 BPM, AR 9.2 is pretty combo dense. So even if you are taking no mod on this, there is going to be a little bit of that object density factor, potentially adding to the difficulty. Obviously with Hidden, that's going to be one of the limiting factors for a lot of players. And with Hard Rock, of course, the circle size doesn't go up that much. It is CS 4.8 compared to 3.7 with Hard Rock, but you know, higher OD makes it harder to act, and of course, higher circle size means much harder aim control requirements with speed maps, which, you know, we all know the memes about speed players misaiming 4-star jumps in their speed maps, right? The tapping strain on speed maps makes it that much more difficult to have proper aim control with Hard Rock on picks like this.
What's interesting is that this is yet another map where I think a lot of modern players will gravitate towards that Hard Rock overmod. And that will be interesting because while perhaps this map is like one of the mechanically hardest in the pool with Hard Rock, I think a lot of people will just be overall more consistent on it, and we'll see that battle of like the old guard that can play this kind of dense stuff. Meanwhile, there's like the very modern player who wants the Hard Rock this, wants that AR-10, wants to be more consistent. And it'll be interesting to see. Also, shoutouts to whoever's hitting this as well. Like, good luck. This will be very hard.
Notably, no, like, in the main pool, there's no, like, straight-up pure flow aim stream test, right? You have the tech stream map in No Mod 2, you have stamina tests and stamina finger control in the DT and free mod pool, but there's not, like, a glory days anywhere in the pool for your basic stream flow aim players. You'll have to be good at either the speedier stamina or the techier streams in order to make use of that, which I think is interesting in this pool. It's very cool. And that will bring us to the tiebreaker, the last map in the pool. It's going to be another custom map by Hey Lululu, Azriel's Kuroi Hitomi no Maju. 7.14 stars, 215 BPM, CS 4.5, and 5 minutes and 59 seconds.
People surely didn't predict this based on the fact that this was uploaded before the showcase. You guys in chat aren't slick. Like you can't like fucking. Oh, sorry. You can't say your. You can't say
what?
Your mind readers. Cut his mic! No. You can't say your mind readers and then like just say, "Oh, I know what the following map is," and it's just because you saw the notification because you subscribed to a mapper.
But onto map stats. This is going to be it's actually just 6 minutes tiebreaker. So I looked at the wrong stat, but it is going to be kind of your average aim and stream tiebreaker. Azriel is your one of the most probably hype songs. If you guys know Eternal Dream from a couple years ago, we'll kind of put that into the same category of tiebreaker style where, you know, you kind of boil down to the basic skill sets. Very different than Round of 32, which was like, you know, how like this multi-skill set feeling, but it's okay to have some variance. But yeah. AIM players rejoicing. The AIM tiebreaker has been brought back for a round until the stream section hits, and then all of them go away again.
Yeah, there's one stream section in this map that definitely forces your AIM players to either be super warmed up or makes it so that maybe some of your AIM players don't actually want to go in for this map. That's for sure. There's a lot of time to talk about tiebreakers and other things related to the pool during this map because it is 6 minutes and most of it is aim consistency. There's tons and tons of aim consistency in this map, which, you know, while it's a good overall skill test, isn't necessarily super interesting to comment on. What are your thoughts on how like tiebreakers have evolved? Because we've gotten a lot of like multi-skill custom tiebreakers over the years, and there's been this kind of gravitation toward that multi-skill stuff. But a lot of players sometimes prefer some of this aim consistency, basic burst consistencies type of stuff, especially early stages for just skill cap test, right? So I don't know, thoughts on the changes that tiebreakers have kind of gone through over the years?
I think a lot of people are just bored. Like, when you see a map that's like very like multi-skill, like, aha, this is so tiebreaker core, guys. But like when you see enough of them, is like it starts boring you a lot because you're expecting, oh, this is gonna be like a speed core section. Oh, this is gonna be like a tech section. Oh, this is gonna be an aim section. Oh, here's the depth streams, guys. Like, it's very formulaic, and I think having a more conventional map in tiebreakers every once in a while is a little bit more. It keeps you a little bit more on your toes, I think.
For sure. And yeah,
also,
I think that.
Just quickly commenting on people in chat right now. Toho will return. Trust me, there is a lot of Toho in the upcoming polls.
Yeah. When I was like coming up with complaints in my head, not a single time in the last 3 months was I thinking, man, people are gonna complain about no Toku in Round of 16. But yeah, as we get into the second half of this map, where it starts to really kick up in intensity, as there's a lot of build up in this song, and here comes the solo section where it gets really hard.
Compared to some tiebreaker balancing where the map is like substantially harder than the pool, I think this is just in line with the pool, maybe slightly harder on some sections, but this is like a conventional kind of map, and the star rating is a little bit over the star rating for the conventional map in the pool. Not very, but just a little bit. So we will be seeing, probably, if we do get matches that go to tiebreaker, we will be seeing potential FCs on this.
For sure. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the pool as always. Feedback is welcome, and try to put it in the next pools. I think there is some misconception that pools have already been done. We are not like other tournaments, and changes are still being made to pools, so every feedback does matter for the future. So feel free to put in the feedback channel, or if you really want to be annoying, you can just spam me in my DM until I eventually look at it. We'll see.
Don't be annoying. Don't be that guy. Anyway,
Yeah.
As the full showcase comes to a close, what are your final thoughts, guys?
What's fire you
of all time?
I think this pool is pretty cool. I think there's like a lot of really interesting choices made in this pool. No free mod, anti-mod is definitely one of them, in favor of like just precision hard rock and a reading no mod instead. I think the way that streams were handled in this pool is also pretty interesting. Again, no like basic flow aim stamina map. It's all either speed or like tech streams in the no mod pool. I think some players are going to really like that, and some players might not like that as much. But you still have other flow aim picks like alt maps. You still have other aim control picks in the pool as well. So I think it's a different and interesting way to handle skill set distribution.
Yeah, and that's going to be the map pool. Thank you guys all for watching, and see you guys doing the matches and for next week's showcase.
He's gonna end it like that. I'm not gonna end it like that. Guys, goodbye. Anybody else want to say anything?
Sure, I'll say some stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. Great matches in the round of 32. We had a lot of really close matches in round of 32. Pools have been an ongoing effort, and I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone is able to perform and the kinds of matches that we get on the round of 16 map pools. If you go ahead and check out the main sheet, we already have round of 16 schedules out, and the map pool should be there shortly. If you refresh the sheet a couple times, it should be there in just a couple of minutes. Shout outs again to all the playtesters and replayers who contributed to making the showcase possible. Shout out to the map poolers, Dada and Shiv included, who are in charge of all of the map pools for OWC. Shout outs once again to Toro Maru and Amphi for the custom song and background respectively, and alongside Kaitu for some of the adjustments to that background.
And
that should be it.
That's basically it. Also, a reminder: you can buy the banners to support your favorite team in this OWC, and we have a new thing this year where you can buy multiple banners, so you can play Jenga with your favorite teams. So that's always interesting. If you want to support multiple teams, you can. So please do that.
You can also buy the same banner of the same team multiple times. So in theory, if you had infinite money, you could make your profile as long as you wanted to by just stacking the same banner over and over and over again.
Yeah. Fiery, any last words?
No, not really. It's a pretty straightforward map pool. I'm looking forward to practicing it.
That's going to do it for us here on the Mappool Showcase. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you all next week back here at OSU Live for the OSU World Cup 2023 round of 16. Catch you then.
Come